Hello, this is Trevor. We are working on another cross-site scripting vulnerability lab in PortSwigger's Web Security Academy. This time we're exploiting cross-site scripting to steal cookies. So there's a XSS vulnerability in the blog comments function. A user views all the comments after they posted. A simulated victim user will view all comments after they are posted, solve the lab, exploit the vulnerability, exfiltrate the victim's session cookie, and then use this cookie to impersonate the victim. Sweet, well, sounds good. Let's open up the lab. Please remember to like and subscribe. Comment, let me know how I'm doing. Anything I'm doing well or poor, whatever. They said it was in the comment functionality. So it's going to be right here. And our goal is to grab the session token. So let's take a look. Document.cookie. There we go. So this is what we need to grab. And this is how we're going to grab it with document.cookie. And what we're going to do is we're going to send this cookie to Burp Collaborator. And if we have a lot of time, we'll solve it the other way that it mentioned in the lab here. It says must use Burp Collaborators. There's an alternative solution. So if we solve it real quick, might as well do that alternative solution also. All right, the one thing I want to do is when we send this information, I want to send it as base64 encoded. I think that's a good practice to get into. That way, if there is anything here that will mess up URLs and I don't see anything, it's just a good practice to get into because base64 encoded should be fine. Send it, base64 decode it, and boom. We have the information. So it's just an extra step of protection. We can start off by checking which field. And my bet is it's the comment field. Let's just do script console.log and we'll do document.cookie. Script. Let's try that. Let's do here comment plus that. That way we can paste the same thing here and change this to name to know which is vulnerable. We won't do email unless we need to, and we won't do website at all. Let's post that. We're on post 2. Let's go back to blog. So it's the comment. And we do see that session token. Sweet. And not the name. All right, no problem. Let's start writing our script. Go here. So we want, what is this one called? Stealing cookies. Bam. Stealing cookies. Pie. Let's grab our template. And we did decide it was in the comment. Yep. All right, we're going to use the blog class, the post comment, and we name it comments. Okay, so we're going to build our payload here. Then we're going to use it to do blog.post comment equals payload, And then that's it. All we should need to do is solved. Oh, we need to, no, because I think the instructions say, then use this cookie to impersonate the victim. All right, so we need to get, once we post our comment, we need to get the results back from Burp Collaborator. And so we'll just copy paste that into the script. So results equals input. I think this is how you do it. Paste results here. And then we need to base 64 that. So well, what should we name this variable? I don't know. Res for now. Equals base 64.b64 decode results. We may need to do like encode and decode. Maybe. Import base 64. And then we need to split on the password. So password, or no, cookie, sorry. Cookie equals res.split on the equal sign. And we're going to take the second part of that. So what I did there is notice how when we receive it, it'll look like this. We're going to split on the equal sign. When we do that split, this will be the 0, thing in that result. This will be number 1. So we just want to get number 1 in that list. And then we need to use that to impersonate the user. So we want to do requests.get. Wonder if it has like my account. This is what we want. So let's copy link. Let's try my account. The URL will be blog.base URL plus, and then I said it was my, I'm looking at the bottom of the screen there, my-account. My-account, let's try that. And we need cookies equals, we're going to define cookies here equals a dictionary, key being the cookie name, and then the value being cookie. Cookies equals cookies, and we'll just get it. Should we save the results? I don't think so. If blog.no proxy, we'll do this. Else, we'll do the same, but through burp. Proxies equals utils.proxies. Verify equals false. Cool. And then we can check if solved. Blog.is solved. Yeah, I think that should be good. So we still need to write our payload, but we post that. We wait for the results. We base 64 and then split those so we get the cookie value. We set that, and then we visit the My Account. There may be another page, but we'll start off with My Account. All right, let's write our payload here. So what we need to do is we need a payload that will, let's triple quote this. a payload that will send the cookies, the document.cookies like we did in the example to us. A way we can do that, let's do script, is using fetch, and we need to send this to HTTPS. Here we need the collaborator domain. Let's put args.collab for now. We need to add that here. And then we'll do to the home page of that, we'll give it a parameter value of cookie equals, and then here we're going to concatenate the results of BTOA, which is the base64 in JavaScript, document.cookie. Do that. So that's the URL. And now we need options. Let's do mode no dash cores, just in case. Script there. Yeah. I think something like that. So just to double check, we're fetching. We're going to, we need an F. Sweet. F, we're going to do that. We're going to base64 the document.cookie, send it. Oh, and down here, what if there's more than one cookie for this person? Let's comment out all of this for now, and let's do print res. We need a blog post ID too. Let's start off with one. Why not? Right? Post ID, comment. So we've got our payload, we've got base64 encoded. Input, we need to add the args. Where did we do that? We did that recently in I don't remember where we did it. Oh, maybe we put it in utils, which would have been cool. We did. Look at that. So we want, and this is just going to be named collab. So we want to do that one instead of this one. And the difference is that this bottom one has the extra option for the collaborator domain where this top one doesn't. So we'll use that. Let me go down here and do utils parse args collab. Just to make sure I got the name right. Parse args collab. Perfect. That looks good. Request, we'll leave that. Python stealing cookies. Now we need home. This. And we need the collab domain. So burp collaborator client, copy this space, paste that there. All right, let's send her. Invalid format specifier. Payload equals. Oh, okay. I always do this. In JavaScript, we use curly braces. If we're doing an F string, we need to double those up so that Python does not see them as a, a place to perform the introspection. Doubling it up just means that bypass the introspection. This is, escaping that curly brace. So in the end, we just end up with one. Let's send this. paste results here. Let's see. Hey, look at that. We did get results. Let's take a look there. Let's paste that and see what we got. There is 2, secret and session. So let's use both. I don't know what's what. So we can, if we're going to use both, we can split by the semicolon, remove the single space of the first one, and then split by the equal sign, set the name to 0 and the value to 1. Let's just do that in IPython for practice. Let's copy this. Copy IPython. And we want A equals this. A, so dot split on the semicolon I said. And let's set that to B. B equals for now. So start with B1 or B0. Dot split on the equal sign. For that, we need the name. So name, cookie, name, comma, cookie, value equals this, cookie, name, cookie, value. Perfect. And then we need to work on the second one. So cookie 1 name, cookie 1 value equals B1. We want to take it, we can just start at like 1 to the end and then do dot split. That should work. Perfect. And cookie 1 value. All right, and the reason I did the 1 to the end is because when we split, that space was attached to this side. So that just said, you know, ignore the first character, start at the second, and go to the end of the string. All right, so that's how we can do it. I don't know if that's necessarily the best, but it will work. So let's do, and I don't know the order. So we've got the results here in res. So we're going to cookies, str cookies equals res dot split on the semicolon. And then we want 2 cookies, or how many? Let's do for x in str cookies. Yeah, that's fine. We can loop through this and do the same thing. So we split on the semicolon. Cookie, we can do this. If x dot starts with a space, again, isn't there like a trim or a So if I do C equals blah, isn't there like C dot trim or strip? C dot strip. Strip. Dang it. That's what we're going to use. Strip. So x equals x dot strip. That will take care of the leading question mark. Or a leading space, sorry. No matter if it exists or not, that'll still work. And then we need to do our cookie name, cookie value equals x for x, yeah, dot split on the equal sign. Here's where we're going to create the cookies equals this. We're going to do, instead of this cookie, we're going to leave it blank. And then we're going to do cookies, cookie name equals cookie value. So we're going to add these to the dictionary, cookies dictionary, no matter how many we have. That's all going to be put here in the proper format. Let's change word, print cookies, just to make sure we have it working. Yes. We're going to run the same thing. It's asking for, we're going to send it the same thing. Secrets session. Perfect. That's exactly what we wanted it to look like. Now we can do, we don't need this. We don't need this. We can do this. Looks good to me. Let's see if we got this one. Pull now. Let's get the latest. Quest to collaborator. So I'm gonna copy this. Should be the exact same, right? Well, not the session, I guess. Lab is solved. Woohoo! Boom, we got it. Awesome. So that was a fun one. I like that. Let's go over what we did. We created a payload we used fetch, which is a newer JavaScript API to either get or post data. In this one, we just did a get. We told it to get the burp collaborator domain / question mark cookie. So the cookie was a parameter. And then we base 64 encoded the document.cookie. Then, and that was it. Mode no cores is just an option for how we do that fetch. And then once we had the payload, we posted it as a comment body. And then we asked for the results. That meant that when this was executed, the simulated victim visited the page, which executed the JavaScript. It took their cookies, all of the cookies for the site, and sent them along to Burp Collaborator. So we just copied that out, pasted it into our script, right, using the input. Then we did base64 decoding to get the string value. Once we had that, we did a little bit of the text manipulation, splitting it first by the semicolons, and then creating a dictionary of the cookies. And then we posted, or we did a get to the My Account page, which I believe that's a page that requires credentials, and we used the cookies we stole. And then we checked if it was solved, and that was it. This is a cool one. I liked it. If you have any questions, definitely let me know. Otherwise, I will see you on the next one. Thank you so much. Goodbye.